Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the recovery addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
No, I'm not Peyton Ansley John Milton. I'm the agent authorized to represent Peyton Ansley John Milton as written in all capital letters.
Thank you. And as to Mr. Milton, is there a competency concern, or is
I am not represented by anybody besides myself in my sovereign capacity. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have an opportunity to speak to him. I read him the reports.
Who is him?
Who is him?
Don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. Hey, I'm sorry, Judge, but him. I'm the recovery addict, and this is the Court of Public Opinion. That's who him is. Welcome back after lunch. We had a little bit of a break. I have great news. Let me turn this down just a tiny bit so you can hear me. Test 1 2. Check. That's working. All right. Great news because I'm the guy. Because the judge. In the Thomas Randolph case, they've seated a jury. They have a jury. Now, they're not going to start till tomorrow morning. But Friday, we're going to kick off the morning, ending the weekend with court. We're actually going to start. I guess we start during, lunch? Because it's going to start at noon. It's a little bit weird that way. But tomorrow, by midday, we're going to have opening statements in the Thomas Randolph case. That one is actually going somewhere. We've waited all week for this, but it's going to happen. That's awesome. I guess I should, appear like that. It's like magic. And I'm here. But yes, we have a jury. We have a jury in the Thomas Randolph case. They're able to proceed. We will hear opening statements starting tomorrow. That will happen at noon Eastern time. So we'll probably go live first thing in the morning, talk about some other stuff, talk about some of these other cases. But right now, there's some spicy stuff. Oh my goodness. First of all, okay, stop. The chat is too much. I can't read this right now, so don't do this. First of all, Kim R, congratulations. You were first in chat this afternoon. Congratulations. That means you have pretty much responsibility to care for the internet for the rest of the day. So if you would just check all the cables, make sure everything's plugged in correctly, that would be great. And also, if you could just participate in chat and everything else like you normally do, that would be wonderful as well. You've won before. You're a repeat offender, so we know you know what to do. Thank you. By the way, this does go on your permanent record. All right. Other than that, Kim, let's see. Greener says Passion Pantsless Friday tomorrow. Yes, it is. It's Passion Pantsless Friday tomorrow. I'm super excited. Not excited about the bad weather we have headed my way. Weather Watch sent me this little notice that says, like, hey, by the way, here comes the storm. I was eyeing my metal detector after I found a ring yesterday. I'm sort of in the mood to go find another ring. And then, yeah. Kim says, I'm the IT gal at church. That's funny, Kim. So you know all about cables and connections and checking and wiggling and turning it on and off again. That's great. Okay, we have to do this. We have Judge Boyd. I've paused her right here just for a minute because she's getting spicy, and it's getting spicier this afternoon as she's coming back live right now. So we want to catch up with what happened right before lunch for her because she's taking no guff from anybody, and you'll see that here in just a second. So let's start this rolling.
Okay.
All right. Can we hear you, Judge?
All right. We're back on the record in 2023. CR 1876, State of Texas versus Yvette Estrella Martinez. Counsel, have you had ample time to review things with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, we actually wanted to update the court. There are some things in the PSI that I believe we would like to object to as far as statements that were made.
They're objecting to statements in the
also
PSI.
There was an overlook on my part that SATF residential treatment was the recommendation. There were two options, and I overlooked that. So Mr. Garahan pointed that out.
Yes.
And that's what I pointed out to the client. And I would ask the court at this time for more time for sentencing, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Ferguson, wherever Kenneth Longanker is, he needs to be here.
Paging Kenneth Longanker. Kenneth Longanker.
So, does anybody have his number? I will call him.
Ooh, he needs to be here right now.
All right. If you will text me his number, and if he wants to appear by Zoom, he can appear by Zoom. But this case is going to happen today. The complainant keeps coming down every single time. I know Ms. Martinez keeps coming down every single time.
I think just myself personally would be ineffective for arguing.
No, I understand.
Judge, I'm not the person to make this argument. Yes, she's still got the same handbag. She doesn't change handbags during the day. She makes it, work all day long, and she does work it. Let's see. Please report to the courtesy desk. Mr. Kenneth Longacre, please report to yeah. Right now, Mr. Kenneth Longacre is hoping and praying that he's somewhere where he can Zoom really quickly. If he's on the beach somewhere and he's like answering his phone and there's waves in the background, or the waitress comes around and it's like, "Sir, would you like another drink?" Yeah, that's going to be bad for him. A very bad day for him. Oh my goodness. Well, this is funny. Let's see how this turns out. I haven't seen Beyond Right here. All I know is that this is really funny. I don't know who walked through in the background, but it looked like somebody I've seen before. I'm not sure what Neen means, but she's had a rough week. She's not having it.
All right,
Seriously.
everyone, just have a seat.
Just have a seat, guys.
I sent a text message.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Ooh, that's what the best investigators do, is send a text message. Let's see if that gets a response from Mr. Kenneth Longacre. Was it Longacre? Did I get the
All
name?
right. Is the attorney here on Eric Diaz? Adolph Lopez, the attorney. All right, come forward. What is happening on this case?
This guy's so timid. He's like, "Yes, Your Honor."
Place in mental health PTD or mental health court when he can, because it's not a misdemeanor PTD with Judge Rundell, but he was approved for DDRF.
All right. So then, Ms. Abrams?
Yes.
On Adolph Lopez, they said that he's been approved for DDRF.
He has been approved for DDRF, and he already has a condition for DDRF. I have placed an email to ensure that he's already been placed on the weekly list.
All right.
I guess you get your bar
And
exam
I am
along with the
writing that
first
in the
box of
file.
Wheaties. This guy is young.
All right. Thank you. Yes.
So on this thing, like they said, okay, what's going to happen? If you don't mind.
You can ask any questions. What's going to happen is you're going to remain in custody. Then you're going to be transferred to a facility that will handle any type of mental health issues that you may have.
I don't got mental health issues.
Okay.
I'm a rich man,
Yes.
I'm a rich.
Basically, my other probation officers
Mhm.
and my probation says get out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why on this charge
Mhm.
I go from state hospital
Mhm.
and then he gets involved. Well, where's my other lawyer at when he said I was in jail? And
Okay.
they get switching up lawyers on me.
All right. So this is what's going to end up happening.
I'm a rich man. he
So
says.
I'm internalizing what you're saying. I want you to internalize what I'm saying, because I want to make sure that you don't have any violations on your probation. I want to make sure that you're not getting into any type of trouble. So what's going to happen is you're going to wait at the jail. They're going to take you to a mental health. Wait a minute. They're going to take you to a mental health facility. When they examine you there, if they say everything is okay, I will immediately get a report. We will immediately bring you back, and you will immediately be released. You understand?
Immediately.
Yeah, but
Okay.
What about the probation?
Oh, you'll still be on probation.
That don't make sense though. Like,
I know.
I mean, I know that they got so much a grudge against me because
Who has a grudge against you?
I mean, the people,
Yeah.
My dad, I'm rich, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
I mean, basically.
That
they
can
tryna
cause
hold me-
jealousy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And
Okay.
basically, my dad's waiting on me to get out, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So are you able to, do you have your father's address? Are you able to write to him?
What they're doing is wrong, I can say it over and over and they can hate it all day. I don't, but basically, I'm trying to go home. I don't need to be mental. I'm not mental. I'm
The lawyer's
basically-
biting his lip. It's like,
All right. I tell you this. Let's do this.
This is a waste of time.
No. Let's do this. Let's do this. When you go to the jail, I want you to write a letter. I want you to, or either call whatever relative you want to call. And guess what? If they come into the court and they want to speak to me, I'll speak to them. Okay? That's what I'll do.
But I want to know what's going to happen. How long? What?
All right. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to go back to the Bexar County Jail.
How long am I be here?
Right. Wait. Let me finish. First step, you're going to go to the Bexar County Jail. Second step, from the Bexar County Jail, you're going to go to the DDRF facility.
Tomorrow, Tasia.
Third step, a doctor's going to see you there. And they are going to make sure that everything is happening, what should be happening with you. Fourth step, once they tell the court that you're okay, or your attorney tells me that you're okay, or your attorney tells me he wants you brought back, we'll have you brought back. All right? Thank you.
Okay. Well, when am I getting released?
After you go to DDRF. So once you go to DDRF, then you'll be released.
Okay, and then I could go get by my mansion.
Okay. You're welcome.
I think, yeah. He's
Crystal
just
May Martinez.
waiting to be released to go by his mansion. I think that's what he said. Sadly, I think
counsel,
that
are you
might
ready
be
to proceed?
his mental situation. He's standing there with a public defender. Usually you get a public defender.
Court is calling
when you can't afford
2021
an
CR
attorney.
2977, State of Texas versus Crystal May Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Hopefully
Enriquez for
he
Crystal
gets
May
some help.
Martinez.
Are you Crystal May Martinez? All right, counsel, you were appointed on this case today. You do have 10 days to prepare. Do you still wish to proceed?
We wish to proceed today and waive the 10 days, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Martinez, do you understand that your attorney has 10 days to prepare?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still wish to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Crystal May Martinez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2977 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on September 21st, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Crystal May Martinez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June, July, September, and October 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
She got August.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it would be, it was a proposed agreement for revocation, 250 days in the state jail facility.
I'm sorry, how many days?
250.
Well, the deal
Is that what you're asking the court to follow?
Yes, Your Honor. In addition to giving her credit for the time she has served, I believe she has 85 days credit in the Bexar County Jail.
Wow.
All right, probation. Has she
So
done anything on
175,
probation?
165 days in jail is what she just agreed to as the deal.
So this is what the court is going to do. The court will find you guilty, going to grant the motion. The court will sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility and give you credit for any time served. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? You need to say yes or no.
Ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you would like, I can refer you to the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community does not increase the time that you're in custody, but they would be able to help you with any type of drug issues you have. Would you like therapeutic community? All right, good luck to you.
Ma'am, they said I didn't do anything.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Your Honor, can she have a brief moment to address the court? She would like to tell the court what she did do on probation.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Crystal Martinez.
All right. So what did you do while on
Like I
probation?
did report, I have 4 months that I reported, and I did do the drug hotline. I didn't always test, but I did do my drug. I did call it almost every day, and I did drug test a couple times. But I did report for 4 months. It was when they switched my probation officer from missing one time that I was supposed to report that they switched. That is when everything started messing up, because she would send me an email telling me when I had to go in and report, and then turn around and send me another email telling me that she changed the day I had to report and give me a new date to report.
All right. So I want you to internalize what you told me.
So yes, I messed up. I'm not, but like.
No, but you just told me.
I didn't do my classes because I can't afford a $285 class.
No, here's the thing. What you've informed me of is that you were doing the UA hotline, and sometimes you didn't test.
No, but I was on it. But the days I didn't test, my probation officer knew that I wasn't going to test.
When you're supposed to test, you're supposed to test. It's not calling your probation officer telling them that you're not going to test.
I'm saying she knew I wasn't going to, because I was in her office with her, signing the paperwork.
All right.
So this is pointless because I'm still going to do it.
Well,
all right. Who's here on?
Your
Yes.
Honor, just can you also admonish her that there is good time credit in the state jail facility, and it's possible she can only have to do 80% of the time. Is that correct?
It doesn't matter. I didn't want to do a year.
Okay. all right. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Who's here on Shalice Schutz? Yes, where is she?
She is not here. This is an off-docket matter. I was conferring with the state, and they suggested that we should approach with this. Ms. Schnitz is the sole caregiver for her child. She has a meet the teacher tonight. The state's willing to allow her to go to the meet the teacher, but we also need her to be able to pick up and drop off her child from school. It's 1.5 miles from her house.
Okay, how do you spell her last name?
Schnitz.
That's not what's on this.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So the pronunciation is not the best.
I apologize.
Haven't we already been here for this?
Did they miss an N?
Not this particular motion, Your Honor.
Yeah, it was set recently.
Yes, and it was for her to go to school. Can somebody pull and see? Because I remember this case.
Dude's
and it was for her
rocking the
to
Abe Lincoln look.
take her children to school.
So we couldn't come to an agreement on that, Your Honor. So I think that we were going to set it to Mr. Nakata, or to Judge Nakata.
Mhm.
Judge,
knock it off.
The urgency, there has been a development in Ms. Schnitz's personal life where she's the only person who can take her little girl to school.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not doing tracking only. That's what's in this motion. So I'm not doing that. She is on bond for intoxication, manslaughter.
And so
I'm not removing the urinalysis requirement.
She's also on the drug patch.
I understand. So you're all in agreement to her being allowed to attend the meet and greet teacher?
Yes, Your Honor, which is tonight because of the.
And then they were leaving it up to the judge or to the court about whether or not she could pick up and drop off her child from school, which is all we're asking for today.
Well, technically, we're leaving everything up to the court. But,
Yes, clearly.
We would rather be heard on the dropping off every day.
Because I don't even have, there's no time in here for drop-offs and anything with regards to the school. So with regards to that, you will need to have your client here and the court will hear the motion on that.
Should we do that tomorrow, Your Honor?
We're in a jury trial tomorrow. So if you want to do it on Monday, we can do it on Monday.
That's the only thing is that's the first day of school.
Yeah. If y'all want to have Judge Nahara hear it, and if the state is going to waive their notice, then you can have him hear it, but we're in trial. All right, and
so with the GPS, they can see that she's taking her child to school and then coming back home and then picking her.
The rules are the rules. I'm not doing tracking only. The only thing that you all have agreed to today is that she is allowed to do the meet the teacher from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is that correct? And that's for today. Anything else, you all need to come back.
Hopefully it's not like a meet the teacher happy hour. That would not be good.
And we're not asking for tracking only, Judge. We're just asking that she be allowed to pick up and drop off her child from school.
No, that's what it says. The defendant is requesting to be allowed to be monitored on tracking only.
We're modifying that orally if we could.
Okay.
The mom of the
All
defendant
right.
taking pictures of the
Here's
jury.
what you.
Oh my goodness.
One, it'll need to be a different motion. And let me see a B page, please. On this case.
He spelled the name Schnitz wrong. I think he forgot the N.
It's 2023 CR 5651. And everyone else, the court is breaking at noon.
Oh, this court's going to be broken by noon.
And then we're going to take up Mr. Longacre's matter.
Oh. Kenneth, are you here? Did you make it into the courtroom? Now's a bad time to be Mr. Kenneth Longacre.
And is this at the same school?
Wilderness Oak Elementary School, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, which school did you say?
Wilderness Oak Elementary.
Okay.
Wilderness Oak. Don't get lost there. Could be permanent. Tag, you're it. Welcome. Good to have you here. Welcome back. I'm praying for wisdom for Judge. Seriously. Judges need wisdom and an abundance of patience.
All right.
Okay, let's let Mr. Clean and Abe Lincoln go sit down and let's get on to the next case.
Okay. And they'll give you a copy in the back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go. Paging
Eric
Kenneth.
Diaz, is the attorney here for that person? That's a no. Christopher Joe Medina.
Everyone's like, oh, crap. It's one of those days, and I'm on her docket. Ooh,
all right, this is for
looking
restitution?
Sharp. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, where are we on restitution?
We have an agreement for $700 restitution, Judge.
All right, we're going to go on the record in cause number 2022 CR 6641, State of Texas versus Christopher Joe Medina. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
For the defense?
Ruben Pisania for Mr. Medina.
And are you Mr. Medina?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court had in a supplemental report from probation that the restitution was to be $3,895.90.
you got a $3,100
So
deduction.
what is the restitution amount?
Yes, Judge. So I have an estimate from Miracle Body and Paint for that amount. I reached out to Miracle Body and Paint. The person who did that estimate no longer works there.
Mhm.
So then I was trying to get a business records affidavit, but I would have to serve that on the defense for 14 days.
Mhm.
I was unable to get that done in time for this hearing today, Judge. We've reached out to the defendant at the last setting. She said she would be okay with the $700. So if the hearing has to be today, Judge, it would be for the $700, which we've discussed with defense. If we get some more time, we may be able to revisit that other number, Judge. I just didn't want to. I didn't think you would.
No, I mean, is it, if the agreement is the total amount of restitution that's owed is $700, is that what I'm hearing from both sides?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
It's a
Then
big deduction.
probation for Christopher Joe Medina, the restitution amount will be $700. All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, what would be the time frame required for him to?
He'll need to speak with probation.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Oh, good. They
Victoria Cifuentes.
part on good terms. Victoria Cifuentes. Please be quick. We need to hear Kenneth.
Good morning.
Kenneth Longacre.
Good morning. All right, is this a motion to revoke?
That's correct.
Are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
We are ready to proceed.
All right, can I have a
Comes
stamp,
hat in
please?
hand.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 7092, State of Texas versus Victoria Emily Cifuentes. Could I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Cleophas Marshall or Miss Fuentes.
And are you Miss Cifuentes?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Victoria Emily Cifuentes who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 7092 for the offense of assault causing bodily injury on November 16, 2022 for a term of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Victoria Emily Cifuentes, then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2022 and January 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could grant the motion and sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County jail? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, it would be a 6-month extension for her to complete her to finish on probation.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Victoria Cifuentes.
Why are you not reporting?
There's really no good excuse. I was homeless whenever I got out of county jail. I was supposed to go to Haven for Hope, but they kind of just gave me the runaround, telling me they couldn't find my referral from county and everything. But I was just out on the streets, basically, trying to survive, Judge.
All right. So do you have a place to live now?
Since April, I've been in this program. I've been living there, completing it and everything, taking me in. And I plan to continue staying there.
What program is this?
If I may, Your Honor?
Yes.
It is, Behold, I do a new thing ministries. And the pastor of that ministry is here with us today, Pastor Christine.
Okay.
Miss Fuentes was homeless as she stated. She didn't have anywhere to go. So she was basically sleeping out on the street. She heard about this ministry. She went there in April. They brought her in and they have been counseling her and helping her to get back on her feet and to get in a good place. I'm very familiar with Pastor Christine. I've had other people there before. I had one young lady that was there who was on drugs really badly and didn't have a place to stay. They got her on her feet. She's employed now and doing very well. So I know that the program works. Ms. Fuentes has been in the program and she's been doing well. We would ask that she continue to remain in that program and possibly even do community service there if necessary. And we can speak to that in just a moment as far as community service if the court agrees to extend her to 6 months at her request.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will deny the motion, altering conditions to include a 6 months extension, and you are to remain at the Behold, I'll do a New Things Ministries until further notice. If you wish to leave that location, you'll need the court's permission. Do you understand?
I do.
And you're going to have to need to continue to report. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Judge, the court, I believe, had stated if she were to get the COVID vaccine, that the court would reduce the community service hours by 40.
Yes.
And I think also, and I don't know for certain, but I think the court had stated something with regard to her doing a parenting class.
Yes.
That the community service hours may be waived. I'm not
Yes,
sure
once she completed the parenting classes.
Okay, so
it was with Triple P.
Okay.
Have you started on parenting classes?
No, ma'am.
All right. Probation. She can do parenting classes with Triple P or Rainbows Either one, whichever one you all feel is appropriate. All right, is there anything else?
There's nothing else. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Mike, I missed
have
that comment.
Might give the court another
I don't know what
copy
she
of this.
said about that.
Yes.
I don't know. She didn't give me permission to
Go
come.
around.
Okay.
I don't know why it's so hard to go around. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Everybody wants to stay on the right
You're welcome.
side of this judge.
Juan Carlos Torres Rivera.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. What is happening on this case?
So I had a meeting with
Mental Health Court? Yes.
yesterday. They were staffing it, but it's still pending approval according to probation.
So we got an indication from our chief that there had been an application for mental health pretrial diversion submitted. So we think there's some confusion.
That's the only way that they're going to take him.
Oh, if it's a pretrial diversion?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So what was agreed to was that we would do a referral for mental health court. If they accepted him, he can always come back and ask for a motion for new trial. I don't know if you're where the prosecutor took the plea or not.
Okay.
But it was agreed that if he were accepted, that's what the state would be in agreement to.
Okay. I think the prosecutor handling it was confused as to what
Okay,
that would entail.
We're getting to the spicy bit, everyone.
So
bring your
if
popcorn,
the
sit
court
down.
Would,
it's
give
coming.
me a
It's
week to
coming.
talk to my chief and kind of figure out what our position is.
All right. And so when are you going to, how much more time are they asking for as far as the evaluation?
Well, apparently we're just waiting for the chief's approval.
Okay. Can you recall this in 2 weeks? All right. We'll be back on August 24th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure.
Okay, I think we're here. Everyone, buckle up. Thank you, CG, for this. Big shout out to CG, by the way. Reached out on the burner phone saying,
Yvette Martinez,
"Here we go." Yvette,
your attorney is going to, just 1 second, your attorney is going to be zooming in.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So if you all could hang around, let's just see if he zooms in. He says he is. Matthew Stribling.
Ready, Judge.
lock the doors. Here we go.
Are y'all ready to proceed on the motion?
Sure, Judge.
All right, court is calling 2021 CR 2273, State of Texas versus Matthew Thomas Stribling. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Defense?
David McLean from Matthew Stribling.
Are you Matthew Stribling?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt. Did you review that, Mr. Stribling, with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Matthew Thomas Stribling who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2273 for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on October 12th, 2021 for a term of 7 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. In violation of condition number 41, on or about the 9th day of July 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Matthew Thomas Stribling, did then and there failed to comply with the rules and regulations of the felony drug court by blowing a 0.048 on his breath check device at 5:51 p.m. in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we'll waive and abandon the remaining.
Any objection?
No objection, Judge.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
You missed a zero. 0.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 41?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The proposed agreement, and I'm looking for the date through it, is to deny the motion and to alter and amend conditions for state ISF for both tracks.
That's our understanding, Judge.
And probation, is that what you're requesting? All right. Mr. Stribling, I can do that, or either I can sentence you to prison for 3 years. Which would you prefer?
The state ISF.
All right. Court will find it true, deny the motion, alter and amend conditions.
Here he is. Kenton Longacre.
to include state ISF, cognitive,
Just chilling
and
in his home
substantive
office.
track. And then following release, it'll be the UA hotline until further notice.
I'm gonna make myself a small.
Field visits will start off at one time per month for 4 months, and then after that, probation as you deem appropriate. Is there anything else from either side? All right, Mr. Striblin, you're gonna have to do better. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Buckle up. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, Mr. Longacre is here.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I didn't know I was set today.
No, you were set today.
I believe it. I just was unaware of it.
Bad start.
All right, and this case was previously set before then. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 1876, State of Texas versus Yvette Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Captain Longacre for Ms. Martinez.
The judge is seething. She looks nice on the outside. She is seething.
All right. And are you Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Any objections to Mr. Longacre appearing by video, state?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any objection to your attorney appearing by video?
No.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
I have not, Judge. I have not seen it.
All right. So, Mr. Longacre, where are you located? Are you downtown?
No, I'm not. I'm at home ill.
All right. Does somebody want to forward the PSI report to his email? If you could do that for me, please. Thank you.
He's sick, but he's here on Zoom.
All right. Just have a seat.
Look at his desk. It's just a pile of
Thank you,
papers.
Judge. I'll review it. I'll be right back.
No, the court is taking its break at noon, everyone. So everyone will have to come back. Mr. Longacre, you're going to be back here at exactly 1 p.m., not 1:05, not 1:02, 1 p.m.
I hear you loud and clearly, Judge. I'll be here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Yes.
On Ms. Cifuentes, I just want to make sure that we have the warrant recalled because she has a warrant.
Oh, yes. On Cifuentes, if you could recall the warrant, please. And I will place that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may be excused. Mr. Hayek, who are you here for?
James Kennedy. I tried to get that taken care of yesterday and earlier. I was told to zoom in and beg for a reset.
Do we have him on the docket today?
I believe you do, Judge. At least it's on my docket for once.
No, we're going to do that at a later date, Mr. Hayek. It's 12.
Well, we're going to decide if I can get a reset or just do it sometime else.
Yeah,
Or do you
we're
want me
gonna
back in one? I don't understand.
We're going to come back on a different day. Ms. Ferguson will let you know what date that will be.
She's always so good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh,
But
you're
I
so
wouldn't mind
welcome.
talking to a prosecutor if they feel like it.
Okay, I'm sure they'll call you on the phone.
The prosecutor's like,
All right,
"What?
Monica Reynolds.
What?
All right, on Reynolds,
Yes.
y'all can come back at 1 because the court reporter is not here. We're taking our break.
Approved.
Oh, I can't see you. All right, I didn't see you. All right,
She
so
wants
this
this
is the
break.
last one we're doing. Are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2021 CR 8391, State of Texas versus Monica Reynolds. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
Garza Jr. for the defense here.
Are you Monica Reynolds?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Monica Kayleen Reynolds who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 8391 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on February 28, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Monica Kayleen
Failed to
Reynolds,
report.
did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April and May 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Well, we'll waive the remaining violation conditions.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 4 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor, and it is to revoke the individual off for probation, reform the underlying sentence to 2 years in the Texas Department of Corrections.
All right. Has she done anything on probation?
No, Judge, her probation actually started about 4 months ago.
Oh, is that true? The probation started 4 months ago?
And she hasn't done anything?
February 28th, 2022.
Started on February 28, 2022.
Oh, 22, I'm sorry.
Yes, so,
A year.
yeah, so.
I'm sorry.
A few months. Yeah.
All right, and you're taking something in consideration, State?
Yes, Your Honor. The case number was CM
098.
8967. That's a UUMV judge. And it was pending when she took this plea.
Okay.
So that's why the state is, I mean, it should have been taken care of at that point.
Okay. All right, the court will grant the motion. The court will revoke you, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 098967. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Excuse me. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. Because this was not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are in community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it cut off. It cut off. It cut off. That's it. That's where it cut off. Oh, no. Well, that's as far as we got on that one. Let's just suffice it to say that you do not want to be in the judge's court today. Oh, that's too big. I need to be smaller than that. There we go. Yes, it cut off the. She went super off the record. Yes. Oh no! They ended the feed so she could rip that attorney's head off. Says CG in Texas. They cut it. They cut it from the video on YouTube. Oh my goodness! Oh man! I watch this when I want to commit a crime. Says CG. Yeah, that cures me of any desire to break the law. This is crazy. The good news here, as we got a little bit of spiciness from Judge Boyd there. We have court tomorrow. We have opening statements in the Thomas Randolph case starting tomorrow, and we're super excited about that. It's going to be a crazy, awesome case. I think you're going to love it, and it's also going to be a long one. Honestly, we're looking 3 weeks, so basically the rest of August. It'll take us all the way into September to finish this trial. So buckle up. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. We want you to be here every single day. So please ring the bell. Obviously, you've got the subscribe button clicked already because I can see you chatting, and you need to do that to chat. But ring the bell. How long before we can watch an addict appear live in court? AJ, we've had a couple on a couple of occasions. Shells, Lee, Ryan Apple Snapple. Oh man, the names are escaping me right now, but we've had a couple addicts appear in court, obviously not as defendants, but in the gallery. So hopefully we'll have that going on as well. Let's see. Psycho trial tomorrow, the widower. Yes. What serial killer only targets wives and his wives? Just crazy. Weather Watch says pants. That's going to be tomorrow as well. Pantsless Passionate Friday, I think is what we call it. We're trying to put all the pieces together. Doris Hood, thanks for clicking the subscribe button. Hopefully you got that bell rung as well, because trial starts tomorrow. I don't want anyone to miss it. Now, realize trial is all the way in Las Vegas. It's way west. Actually, it's that way. It's behind me. It's behind me several thousand miles. Because of that, there are 3 time zone changes. They're 3 hours ahead. No, I think Pants went to court. Oh, yes, Pants did go to court for us as well. Add to the list. We've had others as well, going way back. But because they're 3 hours ahead or behind, it'll be noon here before they're starting their day. So yes, we're going to be on first thing in the morning. We're going to talk about the trial. We're going to get prepped for it and give you just a catch up. We might even have some police chases or some other funny video, or even court hopping as we get ready. But then when trial starts, it's going to be noon our time. So lunch, we're going to start. We'll probably take a break at 11 till 12 or 11:30 till 12, one of those two. And then we're going to come back in court out of Nevada. So that's the plan with opening statements tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. All right. Anything else we need to cover here? Kristen went to court with Ryan. Yep. We've had several. And we're having some more as well. Let's see, you guys. You did max out the watch party on Discord. You had 50 people in chat for the video, the three-parter that you guys watched in Discord. I was there for 2.5 of it, and then I just had to go metal detecting. Is there a buffer sound that just went off? Did I hear that in my ears, nice and quietly? Yep, CG in Texas. I got it. So yes, it was awesome having all of you over there on Discord. The people on Discord do an amazing job, and it was great. Have I been missing Lee and Shell? They've been here and there. I haven't seen them the last couple days, so I don't know where they're at right now. Shell's went to court. Reread the Sarah Boone letter, please. Thank you. We read it this morning. We also read it last night when it first came out. I suggest you go back and watch the version from last night. It's crazy. Cindy Gallagher says, just discovered this channel. Courts of last night's live about Sarah Boone. What a fun one to discover us on. Cindy, this is a fun little group. This really is. We have a lot of fun together and enjoy watching true crime court cases develop. It's awesome. I mean, how long until we see an addict appear before the judge in court as defense or attorney? There we go. Well, I think our first shot would probably be Matthew Harris or Nicole. If Matthew or Nicole are able to appear before court and have it live streamed, that would be the easiest. Where can we watch the Dateline episodes for the Thomas Randolph? Well, we did the watch party at Discord, Suzanne, the other day, and that was good. Lee and Shells are on holiday. They check in every other day. That sounds right. You have fun. We just laugh with you. I love this. Honestly, I cannot get enough of what I'm doing. I realize it's work. I mean, technically, this is the only work I do. I don't have another job. I don't have a trust fund that funds me. This is how my family pays the bills from month to month. But I love it. It is so much fun to do this with you guys. CG comes in with the Freezier. We talked a little bit about where they stand on the appeal. Where it's probably still going to be a couple months before the appeal gets put in, maybe even more. But I do. Even though I'm still holding I stand by the jury's verdict in that one, I do think his appeal should be granted. He should get a new trial. Do you publish Stephanie Boyd's bench trials? She's got a trial that she's doing right now that we're not following because of the content. It's not, anytime there's kids involved and certain types of assaults, it's not a fun one for our community to follow. It's very tough. So we're not following that. That's what she has going on right now. Cachette just gifted up 5 Recovery Addict memberships, getting more people in green. Let's see who it is. If you want your name to be on the list of recipients, make sure you have your gifts setting turned on. Let's see, Hibby Chicky, Zach Bolton, Rev Minister, Karen Kressler, and Nick Hewitt all gifted memberships there. Thank you very much, Cachette. That is awesome. Very nice of you. Cachette, you're the bestest, says CG in Texas. Yes, if you want to have your gift setting checked or make sure that it's checked properly, you type !gifts in chat. It will bring up a link, at least my little response, automated response will bring up a link, and you click that link and you can check and make sure the setting is moved to the right. And that just tells YouTube that you're willing to accept a gift if YouTube decides to give it to you. Thank you, WeatherWatch, for demonstrating how you type that. I think in just a second the computer will respond, and there it is. There's the link. If you have any questions, just make sure the button is pushed to the right, and you're set up to receive gifts on this channel. Let's see. I don't think he cut his hair, did he? I think he like tucked it in or something. I think that's it. All right. Court tomorrow. Thomas Randolph is kicking off. Super excited. We thought it would be Wednesday. We've been waiting all week for this, and it's been a long wait. More metal detecting talk, please, as I always say. Well, Scott, how about a little less talk and a lot more action? I'm looking, although, sad note, sad face. I've discovered that, a week and a half ago, somebody went in my neighbor's yard and stole his pruning shears, which he had set out on his trailer and he had left out in the afternoon. And they stole his pruning shears from his yard. And I also noticed that I'm missing something as well. And I'm thinking it might be the same person. And Scott, I'm missing my White's brand stainless steel beach scoop, which is the little tool used to scoop the sand up and filter the sand. It has lots of holes in it. They're not cheap. It was like $130 plus I made the handle. It was a custom short handle and everything for it. And somebody thought they needed it more than I did. And so now I can't go beach metal detecting until I get another beach scoop. But maybe that means it's time to upgrade to one of those lightweight handles, the carbon fiber handles or something. All right, RA, can you answer my question? Princess, I missed your question. Let me see if I can see it first. Where is it? Going back. Have you asked the question already, Princess? Or can you ask it again? Yeah, I need to get another one. It was a great scoop. I loved it. I had it for years. I'm tempted to run down to the pawn shop. We only have like one or two pawn shops around. I'm tempted to run down there and just see if my tool's there. Because who knows what a beach scoop is? It looks like a shovel with holes in it. And I was like, that's not going to do any good, right? It's a very ineffective shovel. But I'm hoping they didn't like scrap it for the stainless steel or something. I don't know. Can I play CG's scammer call? We're going to try to have her get it put up on the Facebook sites. We want you to go over to Facebook so you can watch that. It would just be a better fit over there. It is audio only, so it's tough to play that just audio only on the YouTube. Let's see. 9 a.m. Eastern start tomorrow morning. Yes. Okay. It isn't that far up. I realize that, but the tool I use to scroll through is not like the tool you have on your desktop, so it's not as easy to find. That's my only challenge. Let's see. Let me see if I can see it here. I'm scrolling. I can generally only see the last 100 comments as well. Let's see if we can get it. Princess, I'm looking. It's giving me a lot. It's just keep scrolling and scrolling, but I can't see the... I scrolled very slowly through it. I'm not seeing your comments, so I'll need to ask again. I do apologize. I missed it. I don't intentionally miss anything. Nothing's intentional. I'm like Sarah Boone here. If you can ask me again, I'll try. Are you stopping the case half day your time being it's 3 hours behind? It's confusing to me. Okay, that was your question. That is a very good question. Because of the time difference, they start 9 o'clock in the morning and go till lunch, which is 3.5 hours. At that point for us, that's 3:30 in the afternoon. Then they take an hour lunch. Okay, that puts it at 4:30 in the evening. Then they come back for 3 more hours: 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. It gets to be really late, as we have a lot of people who are across the pond, who are, just in different time zones. That becomes like a late evening, late night situation. And according to YouTube, who gives me all the metrics, our group, our community is not on YouTube during that time. So I would be playing video that you guys want to see, but not at a time that you want to watch it. So we probably will do the first block of trial live, and then the next morning, where we've got from 9 o'clock till 10 before court starts, we'll pick up on the old one, the one from yesterday, and then we'll be live. So we'll be live half a day and catch up half a day. Does that make sense? Okay. You said you're stopping the case half a day again. It gets me confused on the case, being it's 3 hours behind. Yeah, it's... I will try to make it clear. Maybe there's something I can put on the screen that would clarify everything. Hey, little RA, how are you doing? You found a jump drive. Whatever you do not connect this to any computer. Where'd you find this? Somebody gave him a jump drive. This is like the worst for social engineering. They're like, hey, here's a free 16 gigabyte jump drive. Unless you have a burner computer that does not have any personal information or is not connected to your other networks or anything else, and you can hurry and wipe it when you're done. And reset everything. Don't plug these in, just for the record. All right. Secret handshake. Yes, he hasn't asked for the secret handshake today. Who knows what is on that? I'm scared to find out. I don't want to find out, really. I don't. All right. So most are on the East Coast. We have a lot on the East Coast. We have a lot across the pond as well over there in England. And, add 6 hours to that, and that really changes their day. Little RA stole Judge Schroeder's thumb drive. Apparently that's what it is. It's a nice, it's a SanDisk. It's a good brand name. They're reputable. I would say that generally these ones don't come pre-installed with spyware. But you never know whose computer this is plugged into. And they might not even do it maliciously. They might just copy something that they think is okay, and it might be infected. So good advice. Always take it to the local library and plug it in their computer and test it first. No, don't do that either. that would be bad. All right. Don't forget we have the podcast with RA and our own Weather Watch tomorrow night. Yes, that's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've already got a video we want to show tomorrow, and it involves a dog. It's a police dog. I'm titling it All Dogs Go to Heaven, and you're going to love it. But let's see. Brandy may play it. Brandy may actually do the live stream differently. We're very similar in our thought processes, but we're different people. We're different live streamers. We do it differently. So she might handle the case differently than I do, where she wants to live stream into the night. It just depends what they do with night court, really. But might bump up into that. Oh, this music means it's over. It also means it's just beginning, though. So can't this be like the beginning of a new trial? You can look at it that way. I just spit my water. Sorry. I'm not sure what caused that. Yes, Kim, thanks for being first in chat as well. Appreciate you doing that every day. I'm going to go metal detecting without my beach scoop and see if we can find some more jewelry. It's the beginning of the end. Tonight, when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live tomorrow morning, which will be 9 a.m. 9 a.m. We're going to do a catch-up. We're gonna look for some fun videos, maybe even a police chase. It's hard to schedule a live police chase, but if it's happening, we'll try to pick it up. Otherwise, we'll be looking back a little bit at something happened in the last couple days. But then we have Thomas Randolph starting tomorrow at noon. So please ring the bell. Be here. You'll want to see it. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Is that correct?